The last ice age lasted from approximately 115,000 to 11,700 years ago. During this extended time, there were alternating periods of ice sheet expansion and retreat. The last glacial maximum occurred between 26,000 and 20,000 years ago. At that time, ice covered most of northern North America and northern Eurasia, with 25% of the Earth's total landmass under ice. The average temperature 25,000 years ago was about 6 degrees Celsius lower than today, and sea levels were approximately 125 meters lower. Areas without permanent ice were colder and drier, with frequent storms and a lot of sand in the air. Deserts expanded rapidly, and there were more savannas and fewer forests than today.
During that era, humanity was in the late Paleolithic period, or the late Old Stone Age. This was already the time of modern Homo sapiens, which was physically and psychologically same as us. People thought abstractly, used symbols, crafted tools, spoke a well-developed language, engaged in singing, dancing, music, and created cave paintings. Stone Age people constantly moved in small groups, searching for new hunting grounds and constructing shelters made of skins, sticks, mammoth bones and grass. Some groups lived in caves during the coldest periods. They were dispersed across Africa, Eurasia, and Australia, gathering fruits, berries, roots, and hunting wild animals. The total human population during the last glacial maximum was between 3 and 8 million. The surrounding nature was wild, vast, and unforgiving. People lived in constant mortal danger, with an expected lifespan between 22 and 33 years. They had many children, most of whom did not survive. Archaeological findings of Stone Age human remains show numerous bone fractures and deaths resulting from injuries caused by encounters with wild animals and the generally harsh living conditions. Ice Age people shared their living space with numerous now extinct animal species. On their journeys, they could encounter the cave bear, which was, with roughly 3 meters in length, about the size of a polar bear. There was regularly the danger of being surrounded by a pack of dire wolves, which were slightly heavier and had larger teeth and a stronger bite than today's wolves. They hunted 3-meter-tall elephant birds. Or the giant deer, which was 2.1 meters tall at the shoulders with antlers up to 3.65 meters wide. Stone Age people encountered and occasionally hunted also the long-haired mammoth, adapted to the cold and similar in size to the African elephant. On their travels, they were repeatedly at risk of being preyed upon by some giant saber-toothed cat. Or to come across a large woolly rhinoceros, weighing up to 2 tons with a front horn measuring up to 1.4 meters in length. Stone Age people 25,000 years ago knew the method of fire ignition through friction of 2 pieces of wood and, in some places, the method of striking flint and iron pyrite. With fire, they thermally processed food, but they were not yet familiar with pottery for cooking in water and food storage. Ice Age people sewed warm clothes from animal skins using bone needles. They crafted tools from wood, stone, antlers, and bones. The most common tools and weapons 25,000 years ago were stone knives and spears with stone tips. Some groups already knew the spear thrower, bow and arrows, and the harpoon. They domesticated dogs, traveled on foot, and had not yet invented canoes or rafts. Religions in the late Old Stone Age were shamanistic, relying on specialists who entered trance states and the spirit world through various methods. After this, they returned to the human world and conveyed acquired spiritual knowledge. Shamanism and animism, the belief that spirits reside in natural phenomena, animals, and things, are reflected in cave paintings and Venus figurines from this time. Life in the Ice Age 25,000 years ago was colder, more dangerous, and shorter than today, but it lacked neither excitement nor action. The world was vast, and nature was infinite. Humans, among natural forces, dangerous animals, and omnipresent spirits, were small and spent a lot of their time in survival mode. In such way humanity survived 99% of its time on Earth, under conditions that shaped our bodies and psyche. That's why, even today, engaging in activities like hunting, fishing, collecting berries, walking in nature, and sitting around the fire brings relaxation and satisfaction.